Hi everyone, it's Louis, that comic shop guy from Game On Comics in Vienna, Virginia, and it's time to go over a few more comic books that I've picked out and chosen to go over. Since last week was a snow week in our area, I grabbed one from last week and a couple from this week. So let's get started because this one, Spider-Gwen, is the popular comic for this week, and so let's talk about it. It's Marvel Comics' brand new #1, and spins out of the Spider-Verse character, and they've turned it into its own comic book. So I read it, and it was good. It was interesting. I wouldn't say that it was awesome. It wasn't incredible. The art in it and the cover, of course, looks great, but the story was okay. It was a little disjointed at a couple times, and it was sort of hard to follow. And so I went into this hoping that it would be a really great story, and it was good. And so we'll give it a thumbs up. Next, let's go into this. Archie Comics has decided to go into a bunch of adult, mature titles, and under a new publication, still under Archie Comics, called Dark Horse Comics. And so this week is the first of a series of books that are coming out. This one is The Black Hood, hence his cover, his hat. This is an interesting story. It's actually about a cop who, in the very beginning, he gets shot by a shotgun in his face, and half of his face is disfigured. And it's about his attempt to come back to the police force and become a cop again. But in the meantime, he's dealing with some issues, a speech impediment, and he's going to get hooked on drugs. The painkillers and such. And then in the very end, he sits around his house and he wears the black hood of the bad guy who actually shot him with the shotgun. And you start to see how he could turn into like a vigilante superhero right at the end of this. So it reminded me of RoboCop, where the cop gets hurt and he's coming back, but more like real life. This seemed like this could actually happen. And it's based in Philadelphia, which of course has a reputation for being a nasty city. At least we know their fans are. Football fans, that is. All right, lastly, from Image Comics' Secret Identities. Oh, by the way, Black Hood, definitely a thumbs up. This is worth reading. All right, Secret Identities from Image Comics. This was actually a great surprise. I wasn't even going to read it until Michael suggested I read this one and review this. And it's actually about a superhero team loosely based in Canada. And in the very beginning, they have a fight that they get into with the bad guy. And it just seems like any other superhero book until after the fight's over and you start to see all of these superheroes go back to normal life, and you start to realize that some of them might not be as good as we think. There's a Flash type character, who has two families. So he's with one family, and then he flashes over to another family. And so anyway, so you start to see that these characters are flawed. But the real mystery is that one of the members has been trying to get into this superhero team just to infiltrate them and actually cause some trouble, and actually achieves that in this book. So, Secret Identities. That's a great story. This one I'm really looking forward to. So that one is an enthusiastic thumbs up. So I don't have any comics I don't like this week. Spider-Gwen, okay. Not awesome. Black Hood, this was very interesting, and Secret Identities really caps it out with a great story. So that's it for this week. I'm Louis, that comic shop guy, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.